respond to say that he's okay with 1 o'clock. He didn't respond at all. So now I've made this event for 1:30. How do I change the time? So we're live on YouTube and we're live on Twitch, but not live on Facebook yet. That'll go in 5 minutes. We're waiting for Lester. I don't know if he's going to join. If he joins, he joins. If not, it's just you and I. Awesome. Why? It does sound dead.
Yeah, it does. Okay, now we live. How's everyone?
They're all responding at once.
At once, the response is overwhelming.
I think whatever following we had, we've lost due to our inconsistency. Lovely.
But there's an argument to be made that we're consistently inconsistent.
Yeah. You could try and sell it like that. I just don't think the algorithm understands that. So here's the thing. Recently I've been having issues with videos of mine that I'm uploading on TikTok.
Okay, how come?
Where they say it's not going to be promoted on the For You page because it contains inappropriate content.
What are you posting, dude?
You're riding my motorcycle, man.
Posting
I'll
inappropriate
read to you what it said. Because I tried to promote one of my videos.
Yeah.
See what it said, yeah. Promotion not delivering. Okay, while we're waiting for Lester, if he's going to join, because we'll wait until 10 past and then we'll start.
Okay.
So it says your video has been rejected because it did not meet our eligibility standards for promote. We maintain content eligibility, that thing.
Yeah.
Right, standards for the For You feed and prioritize safety and are informed by the diversity of our community and cultural norms. We make ineligible for the For You page certain content that may not be appropriate for the broad audience related to behavioral health, sensitive and mature themes, integrity and authenticity, and regulated goods. Content is illegible.
Illegible.
Yeah, well, it says
Oh, we're pulling amps already.
ineligible. Yeah, that's what it says. How do you pronounce that? Go for it. Ineligible. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. For the For You page can still be discovered in other ways, such as through search tools or by following a particular account. See the community guidelines. Contact us for questions and feedback. Go to profile settings and privacy and report a problem.
what were you doing like in that video?
Well,
Just for the interest sake.
this is.
Were you kind of doing burnout and wheelies and like?
Yeah, no, absolutely.
No, seriously.
Yeah, no, seriously. That was the video. Me talking about my, but this, it's clearly the right, because this section of the video is at the end of this section. So if I go here, I'll say I go to the end there, but here you'll see I do some writing. See, I do writing, right? So this same video here, exactly the same problem. This video is the one that they're complaining about.
It was most likely your corner interview.
Yeah. I was showing my butt. What's wrong with that? Okay, so we're going live on Facebook now. But that's the video. That's all it is. Me riding my bike.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah,
can you
that's
believe
rough.
it?
That's rough. That's rough. And
I don't
you were
understand.
not even doing burnout or wheelies or anything.
No.
It's like how? How does this work?
I'm wondering if it's when I'm doing those video shots with my Insta360 where it doesn't look like I'm the one that's holding the camera.
Yeah.
So it's not like POV or whatever.
Yeah.
I think it's got something to do with it.
But
Because other videos of mine have also been, some of my other videos have also been held back.
so it's because you think it's because of how like Insta360
How it's been filmed, yeah.
edits the footage.
No, not how I edited the footage.
Yeah.
I think it's how it looks, how it's filmed. Anyway, let's just check if we're live on Facebook. Yep, we're live on Facebook and we're live on YouTube, and then I don't think Lester's joining, so I'm gonna leave the Zoom open.
Mm-hmm.
But what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna update our thing here. Make that bigger. No, wrong one. IV cam. I'm gonna just make it like that. Cool.
You made us bigger.
Of course.
Like literally.
Ah, wrong one.
Oh.
No, wrong one. Okay, right.
Let's rock and roll.
Yeah, so episode 121. We haven't done an episode for, I don't know, almost 2 months now.
You joking?
Yeah, it's something like that.
No, that's crazy, dude. That's crazy.
I could check when was our last video.
We coming back with a bang.
Well, I don't know about a bang. Maybe we'll come back with a bang in
2024.
no, yeah, exactly, 2024. Okay, I want to see when last we did an episode. If I go to content and I go live, let's see, episode 120 was on the, where's the date here? The 28th of October, dude.
Sure.
November,
Sure.
yeah, exactly.
Sure, that's pretty much that's
Almost 2 months. Almost 2 months. Okay, but anyway, the most important thing is we're here now.
We're with you.
Yeah. Well,
with you. We'll guide you through the last bit of these
we short
challenges.
one partner.
Yeah.
So on that note, let's see if we can get into the Formula One fantasy fantasy.formula1.com. Let's see who the winner was. While Oleg catches up on his phone.
No, I'm
No?
just checking what's the
Yes?
latest and greatest.
Okay, I'm going to sign in here. Anyway, so let's talk about Elon Musk in the meantime. So he's brought out his cyber truck, which seems to be bulletproof.
I wouldn't want to be the one like actually testing it, but I'll buy it. I'll buy it.
You would buy it.
No, I wouldn't buy it, but yeah.
And did you see the promo video where they were, what was it? Towing, out dragging a Porsche while towing a Porsche.
No, I
Didn't
haven't.
you see that?
No, I haven't seen it. I need to check it out. But
Yeah.
I did see I did see the launch. It
You
looks
did
pretty
see the
cool.
launch.
It looks pretty cool. It looks very futuristic, and I mean it's a complete EV truck, right?
Yeah, it's complete EV truck. It's the my team. How do I see team 1, 2, and 3? This is just my teams.
Don't you go to leagues?
Yeah, I suppose so. Leagues, private league,
Yeah.
weekend crack.
Did you actually win? Did you actually win?
Well, look at this. My team ranks number 1.
So you
Bearded
actually
Fan won.
Did you actually won?
I won.
Man, that's impressive. Like high five.
Algae Spoilers came second.
Well done.
Algae
Well done.
Understeer came third.
Yeah.
Algae Autofill came fourth. And then my Bearded Fan 2 and 3 came fifth and sixth. But,
Yeah, but
my
it-
Bearded Fan won.
Yeah, it's almost by 100 points. That's really cool. Congratulations.
Jeez. But you know why? It's because McLaren started doing so well towards the end, because this I think this team had McLaren in it.
Yeah.
Had the McLaren guys.
Yeah. Yeah.
So as they started doing better, I started doing better.
Dude, but well done. That's
Yeah.
really like you've actually
And where's Leicester when I need him?
finally kind of redeemed yourself.
Thank you.
Like,
Thank you. As a Formula One aficionado, huh?
yeah. No, you redeemed yourself.
Yeah, thank you. I'll take that.
Okay, so
I'll take that.
So I basically dropped out for this round of Fantasy Formula One, but I'll be back in the next one.
Yeah, that was to give me a chance.
Yeah. Yeah.
Or Leicester and I a chance.
Yeah. But congratulations. This is really cool.
Thank you.
But going back to the Cybertruck, would you buy one?
Nah,
Why not?
it's electric.
Okay, but like hypothetically speaking. let's just say
Hypothetically and realistically speaking,
no.
same answer.
No. Would you buy a Tesla?
No.
Okay. Here is a hard
You
one.
know, hey?
Here's a hard one.
Here's a hard one.
Here's the
difficult one.
Here's a difficult one, right? Difficult question. Would you buy a second-hand Land Cruiser 76 in a good condition?
No, it's 76 now.
Okay.
80 series, yes.
80 series Land Cruiser. in a good
Yes, but only a particular one.
Yeah. Is this kind of like a first love type of thing?
It's that lost love.
It's that lost love. Okay, cool.
Lost love. Until
No, that's awesome. That's awesome.
Yeah. I need a gas guzzler. I need another Smoky Joe. Okay, so I'm just Googling here that doesn't use petroleum.
Okay, now you're going fancy.
Yeah, so they were saying, is there any type of engine or motor that does not require types of engines that do not require any kind of fuel? They're solar powered. No. There was someone that came out with the internal combustion that doesn't use hydrocarbons.
Like, what does it use?
I don't know. That's why I'm Googling it.
But like, what does it run on?
I don't know. That's why I'm Googling it.
It has to kind of run on
Yeah.
other basically some sort of hydrocarbon fuel or gas, which is also hydrocarbon
Yeah.
fuel.
But it's
even liquefied natural gas. LNG.
no. Well, this is the thing: is it wasn't hydrocarbons. That was the thing. That's why I'm Googling it, because I can't even remember what it was.
biogas.
Ethanol, biodiesel. Yeah, I mean, I wouldn't imagine that you would be able to run a internal combustion engine,
on
seeing
steam,
that it's
on
got
steam, but
you know, based on the fact that it's internal combustion.
Yeah.
So whatever you put in there has to burn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway.
It has to combust.
Yeah, it has to combust. So that is that.
So
Yeah, I
you know,
can't find it.
talking about like non-traditional kind of fuels.
Yeah.
There are some countries, I think Brazil is one of them, that a lot of vehicles are converted to kind of use LNG as fuel.
What, LPG gas?
LPG gas, yeah.
Yeah. So India's like that as well.
Is it?
Yeah, all their taxis run on gas. And that was back in 2006 when I went
Wow.
there.
Wow.
Yeah, so, you know, the way I found out was the hard way. When I climbed into a prepaid taxi,
Yeah.
I couldn't put my luggage in the boot.
Because there was a propane. Like
There was a gas cylinder in the boot.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so I had to put on the back seat with me. It's a bit of a problem.
But like your experience in terms of, did it
Yeah,
sound any different?
Yeah.
Huh?
You just have this sweet smell the whole time in the air,
You serious?
which I think is from, you know, maybe the smell of gas.
Leaking gas, man. That's
Yeah,
concerning.
don't smoke close to the.
Can you imagine? You're sitting there in the back
Okay,
seat.
yeah, it says alternative fuels for combustion engines.
You're sitting on the back seat. You light
Yeah.
a cigarette. And
Yeah, whoop.
boom.
Whoop. Oh, you get to your destination a lot quicker, right?
No, you don't get to your destination. You're like, you know, you classical John Travolta, a meme from Pulp Fiction. You in heaven.
Yeah. So here they're saying that you can use hydrogen.
You can use hydrogen.
Yeah. In an internal combustion engine. That's the only and you can also use acetylene.
Yeah.
Yes, baby. Yeah. Okay. So I'm sure it was hydrogen before I said that. I wanted to make sure. Yeah, hydrogen. Right. So going back to Elon Musk, Cybertruck, done and dusted. Advertising on X.
How much you were looking at price wise?
What?
Didn't you say it was like 70,000 US dollars?
What? To advertise?
No, for a Cybertruck.
I don't know. I don't really. Well, it doesn't really help us because we can't buy the damn thing in this country.
No, I'm wondering whether it's kind of price competitive with like other conventional trucks
Okay.
on the market. So,
Well, Google it there and see what it says.
Cybertruck price. Tesla. Okay, $80,000. We'll start the starting price of the Cybertruck is $80,000.
That's not too bad.
It's more expensive than conventional, but
Well, I mean, what are you going to compare it to?
there's nothing to compare it to actually.
No, well, I mean,
In terms
Well,
of like EV trucks, I
yeah,
think
well, I mean, when you're comparing it price-wise, you know, what are you going to compare it to? You must compare it to something.
doesn't Ford have an EV truck?
Well, Chevy Silverado, they brought out an EV truck.
Chevy Silverado
EV.
truck price $75,000.
Yeah, that's there or thereabout.
Yeah, so it's like within that ballpark.
Yeah. Nice, man. Nice one. So, sticking with Elon Musk and his comments about advertising.
Did you like after watching that video? Like, what did you think? Like,
Yeah,
honestly
I think it shows you, you know, what you can do is you could take snippets from that interview and draw a different picture to what the overall sentiment of that interview was.
for sure.
I think there was only really one sort of like controversial part, and the rest was, well, okay, so Elon Musk is not trying to screw the world. He's not arrogant about his financial status. Yeah, I don't know. I was actually, I suppose, quite inspired by his approach to things. I'm not saying he's perfect, but I mean, I mean, based on where he is, I mean, he could be an a-hole, but he's not. He's not acting like an a-hole. He is different, obviously.
Yeah.
He doesn't operate like everyone else does. He doesn't think like everyone else does. But, I mean, in terms of as, I don't know, people with lots of money, he doesn't seem to come across overly arrogant. He's not abusing his financial power.
And he's kind of logical, right? He's kind of logical in the sense that you can kind of follow his logic in terms of why he makes kind of certain decisions. And, yeah.
Well, I found it quite interesting that Tesla's patents are open source.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is very interesting.
It is pretty cool. But nobody's really kind of...
But I mean...
another thing that shocked me is like nobody's kind of really using this.
I wonder why.
I think it has to do with the tech, right? So the patent can open source, but you still need to develop the tech around it. And it's about the development process and the learning and the failing and the learning again and the failing and the developing and the learning and the failing. So it's I mean, to build a company like Tesla, when did he start? Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
10 years ago,
10
I
years
suppose.
ago, yeah. 10 years ago, billions of dollars worth of investment, lots of failing, lots of trying, lots of failing again. Getting manufacturing and the production process right, tweaking it constantly. It's hectic. I mean, it deserves some serious recognition to build a company like that. What I did like about the points that he was making in the interview is the fact that he is genuinely, trying to move the needle, so to speak, in kind of a positive direction for the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, if you think about what they were saying when he was talking about doing completely, mass producing EV cars.
Yeah.
I mean, because that's all he does is EV cars. Not like he's a company like Chevy or one of those companies that does normal traditional internal combustion engines and then are now also doing EVs.
Yeah.
He's only doing EVs. And they told him in the beginning that it was too soon. And he was like, no, what I want to do is I want to be the catalyst. I want to kickstart the EV thing. And I mean, he's done that.
Yeah.
Because he said if he hadn't, in a previous interview a couple of years ago, he says if he hadn't, we'd still be 10 years away from having proper, full EV cars.
So what's interesting, right? Like sticking with the EV theme, like what he mentioned during the interview is that his biggest competition doesn't actually come from any other Western automotive manufacturers. His biggest competition is actually in China.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, look, I mean, the Chinese, you have to hand it to them. I mean, very much like how Hyundai came onto the market, a little bit entry level.
Yeah.
And then slowly but surely their design got better and the quality got better. Now how Hyundais are I wouldn't say premium cars, but they do have premium models. But in general, they are punching within their weight with the rest of the, like the Toyotas of the world and the VWs and so on. I mean, in terms of quality and they obviously price competitively.
They're extremely priced competitively.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that one of the Chinese manufacturers, I don't remember which one, I think it was Chery, have brought their EV onto the South African market.
Yeah, and they've recalled it already.
Did they?
Yeah. But that little car that they brought.
Yeah, something GWM Oro or something.
Yeah. They've recalled that.
How come?
I don't know. I saw something come through during the week. Let's see. What's it called?
GWM Oro.
Cherry.
I think it's GWM.
Or GWM. Oro. Recall. Yep. has recalled 1,659 examples of the 2023 after it was discovered a software fault that could lead to electrocution if the battery-powered hatchback was improperly disconnected while charging.
Yeah.
Surprise. Surprise. Electrocute. Have a shocking experience.
And they also been recalled in Oz.
Yeah, so it was Australia, which is the one. Oz and New Zealand.
Okay.
Well, that's where the info is coming out of. Hey, it might electrocute you. Oh, well. But I mean, here's the interesting thing. The top selling car manufacturer in South Africa currently is?
I think it still will be Toyota. Although I couldn't bet on it. I think it'd still be Toyota, but it would be interesting to check.
I know what the answer is.
You do? VW?
Yeah. Nope. Suzuki.
You're joking.
I'm not joking. It might have swapped around, but let's see here. As of August 2023, Toyota, Volkswagen, and Suzuki are the top selling brands. But I think Suzuki was the top. Well, it was a couple of months ago. Okay, so I see Toyota's gone up again and Suzuki's. Yeah, so a couple of months ago it was Suzuki. Yeah. They sold more cars. Jeez, Toyota sold 12,000. Yeah.
And Toyota's big in SA, man.
Yeah, so Toyota, yeah.
Toyota's
So there was someone at work, this person. They bought themselves a brand new Fortuner. Didn't last a week.
You joking?
No. Didn't last a week.
You serious?
Yeah.
Like jacked?
Yeah, it got stolen.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Let's see here.
The problem with kind of buying Fortuners and Hiluxes, man, it's like dodgy. It's
Toyota, Volkswagen, Suzuki, Ford, Hyundai, Nissan, Isuzu, Haval, Renault, Kia. Jeez, you wonder how these guys make money here.
Well, I think if you're in the top three, you're kind of okay.
Yeah.
I kind of understand why kind of Toyota is dominating, because Toyota's got a range of vehicles, and but like the main selling point for South African market is obviously bakkies, right?
Yeah.
It's like in terms of the bakkies that you will go for is likely Toyota, Isuzu, and what else? Ford.
Yeah. And they don't make this anymore. The MP200.
Yeah.
They've stopped making them.
How come?
They can't get some of their parts anymore.
Oh, okay.
You know why?
Why?
They come from Russia.
You're joking? For the MP200?
Apparently.
Sure. The problem with like a lot of these bakkies, right? It's like they're such high risk in SA, but like nobody's gonna jack the Cybertruck, right?
No, I don't think so. I might get electrocuted.
That's funny.
Maybe that was a safety feature on the GWM.
Can you imagine trying to unplug it?
Yeah.
Man, that's horrible.
So what else is happening in the world? Sam Altman, did he survive?
Man, Sam Altman did well. He's back. He's back in OpenAI. They got rid of the old board, put the new board together. Solidified the partnership with Microsoft, as far as I can remember. And they're moving ahead with converting OpenAI to closed AI.
Yeah. I love the way that Elon Musk said, "Oh well, it was called OpenAI because it was supposed to be open source, and now it's closed source,
Yeah.
closed AI, as
Yeah.
opposed to OpenAI."
And we're still not not anywhere close to the truth in terms of what happened, what actually happened.
No.
Do you think you can ask OpenAI ChatGPT
Okay.
what actually happened?
What's
Can you imagine
happened with
Sam Altman and the board?
How do you spell his Altman and the board?
Can you give details? The juicier, the better.
Yeah. As a conspiracy theorist, searching for the Sam Altman board. Yeah,
TechCrunch.
TechCrunch. Here
Gonna
we
pull
go.
something from TechCrunch.
Yeah. Come, baby. Why are you so slow? See, you got Culling Book Hero now on ChatGPT.
Yeah.
Did you see the social media profile pic that I created the other day
Yeah, it's really cool.
for the bearded friend Moto? Let's see here. What does it say here? Firing and resignation. Altman was fired from his position, right? Which led to the resignation of some Greg Brockman, who was the co-founder. Wasn't he one of the guys that was the instigator? Negotiations for return. There were talks between Altman and the board about his potential return. This included negotiations with the board members and discussions about improving Altman's communication with the board. Moved to Microsoft. Altman, along with Brockman and others, announced that they would join Microsoft to lead the AI research team. Oh my God, that must have been. So nearly 500 of OpenAI employees threatened to quit unless the board resigned and reappointed Altman. Board negotiations, the interim CEO, amid negotiations for his return. The board approached Dario, whatever his name is, Amodai, for potential merger and CE role, but he declined. Right. So then Emmett Shear, the co-founder of Twitch, was appointed as interim CEO during the period. Okay, the investors and the board dynamics. Investors pushed for Altman's return. And I mean, obviously one of the investors is Microsoft, and there were discussions about governance changes and board reconstitution, including potential new members like Salesforce co-CEO Brett Taylor. Okay, then he's Altman's future plans. Altman has been discussing launching a new venture, potentially an AI chip startup, and Brockman is expected to join this effort. The board's decision in communication. The board's decision to fire Altman was not due to malevolence, but stemmed from a breakdown in
Malfeasance.
Yeah, that thing.
You're struggling today.
I'm struggling today, dude. So there was a breakdown in communication between him and the board. OpenAI publicly announced the executive shakeup, and then there were meetings and statements to address the situation, including from Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella.
Okay, so can I ask you, how do you interpret this statement, breakdown in communication? This is like as vague as you can get.
That's as close to he's going to
what does it actually mean?
Pursue personal interest.
No, it's spending some more time with the family.
Yeah, spending more time with the family. Yeah. Anyway.
Spending more time with the family is an internal joke, but yeah.
Yeah. Internal joke.
What does breakdown the communication mean?
I don't know. I don't know what that means. That means that we're not telling you what happened.
Can you ask it another question? Look, just like on the same thread, can you ask it another question and say, can you please be explicit about the breakdown of communication? What actually happened? Did they try to reach him when he was in the bathroom? Like what?
Say what does a breakdown in communication
Imply in this case.
imply in this case? Do you think it's going to give an answer? Might have had different expectations. Lack of clarity of decision making. Interpersonal dynamics. Insufficient information exchange. Conflict over specific decisions like, should we create AGI or general
Yeah.
artificial general intelligence? And governance and leadership style. Yeah, well, he wasn't a good fit for the team.
That's pretty interesting because it actually gave a pretty detailed explanation
It
about
did.
what
It
was
did.
going on. I'm actually quite surprised.
Yeah, quite surprised.
Huh? What do you think?
Yeah, look, I mean, the problem is you'll never know. Check how's that.
It looks really cool, dude.
Came out well, though.
It came out super well.
Uh,
Love it.
That's with the coloring book hero plugin.
So can I ask you, right? Since we're talking about like OpenAI
Ask me.
and ChatGPT, you've been using ChatGPT quite a lot these days, right?
Yes.
Like, what's your take?
I still don't know how to use it properly.
Okay. Did you watch some YouTube videos, tutorials in terms of like the ways?
Yeah, but they're all the same.
Okay.
They're not like, they don't like give you like full on stuff.
How full on stuff?
I don't know. You know, like they repeat what other people have said and doesn't really, I don't know. I haven't like, those YouTube videos don't really like inspire me, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm.
They just basically regurgitate the same shit.
Okay.
You know, they say, "Oh, you know, write a mobile app in 5 minutes." But they don't really. You know, it's all clickbait.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is.
Because I mean, when I've tried to do stuff, it tells me, "Oh, this is going to be very complicated. I can't give you the answer to that."
Really?
Yeah.
That means they're locking down on certain functionality.
Well, I don't know if it's that. I just think the hype around ChatGPT is going to start dying down. I think the hype is already starting to die down.
Yeah, for sure.
Because it goes through a hype cycle, and then after the hype has settled down, then you'll get people that are finding proper utility with it. I mean, you use it extensively
Every day, dude.
Yeah. But I mean, that's helping you with stuff that you would think it would be able to help you with, which is rewording or reframing communication, right? Yeah. And it being a large language model, that's what you expect it to be good at. When it comes to writing code, yeah, it's pretty good at writing code. But if I asked it to create an algorithm for me for a business idea that I've got, and it basically told me it's going to be too complicated.
Okay, but what if you kind of break it down in stages?
Look, I suppose you could. Like you would break. No, but what I'm saying is that you would have to know. So you can't be a non-software.
Yeah. You have to
architect kind of person, software engineer person because to be able to break it down, you would have to say, oh, give me code for this functionality and I want it to be able to do this. Whereas if you're not a coding person, the chances are that you're going to be able to break that down into the pieces that you can put together to come out, to execute on that idea to solve a particular problem. Mm-hmm. You need to understand how an application is put together. So you can't rely. I don't believe, and I might be wrong, I don't believe that. Yes, I'm sure you could do general stuff and say, hey, write me a sales app, like a CRM kind of app to schedule regular meetings with my customers, which I mean is already available out there. I'm sure it would be able to help you with that. But the concept that I proposed to it said it's going to be too complicated. So like you say, you're correct. I have to break it down. But then in order to break it down, I need to understand how an application like that would be architected so that I can ask it specific questions about, okay, create a method for me to do this. Create a method for me to do that. You would need to know how to break that down. That's my view.
What I use it for is like I use it to solve like kind of simple, but yet kind of time-consuming problems, right?
Yeah.
So, for example's sake, like one of the projects I was working on, I have about 200 files, and I need to rename those files. And what I needed to do is I needed the code to do a lookup from a CSV file and match the file name from one column in the CSV file, and then go down the row.
Yeah.
And then basically rename the file, number one, and then go inside the file and change a certain name field in the file.
Yeah. Yeah. And it could help you do that.
5 minutes job.
Yeah, sure.
Done.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it can help with those things. Definitely. But there it's like a improving productivity.
Yeah.
Of something that you'd be able to do yourself, just take longer.
Yeah.
But if you've got no idea how to do something and you're going to ChatGPT and saying, hey, listen, I want to solve this problem. Please help me.
Yeah.
And then it comes back and it says you're too complicated. Then, like you say, you've got to break it down. Then you need to know how to break it down. That's my view.
No, you're 100% spot on. So can I ask you another question, since we're talking about tech and we basically heavy into tech? What's your take on Twitch nudity policy?
I didn't even know that they had one.
You know there's been some changes.
No. Tell me what the changes are.
So Twitch adjusted its nudity policy, and then there was a big uproar, and then they've adjusted it back to what it was.
Okay. Why were people being naughty on it?
People being naughty on it.
Were they going the OnlyFans route?
Twitch was Twitch was crossing over on that line.
Yeah. I love the way that they created a platform called OnlyFans. So in other words, it's like a subscription model for people. So if you do stuff, then people can subscribe. So almost like Patreon, but specifically for videos.
Yeah.
Right. And it got overtaken by the porn industry. That became its primary use. So like even if you want to use it for non-porn related content, people are staying away from it, because anyone that says, "Hey, I've got an OnlyFans thing," they're going,
it's like, oh,
yeah.
Oh, by the way, did you see that news feed that I sent you like during the week about a Taiwanese math teacher clocking in 250,000 views on Pornhub?
But
he wasn't doing anything.
Yeah, he was just teaching maths.
But it's actual story. Like you can actually look it up. And there's an article in New York Times on this. I was thinking it was a hoax, right? So I actually made a conscious effort to check whether it's, a hoax, but it's real, dude. It's real.
Yeah, it's real.
No, like, who would think that you could teach math
on Pornhub?
Yeah.
Yes.
So going back to Twitch, and I'm going to read it verbatim. Just 2 days after updating its policy to allow for more nudity, Twitch has announced it has immediately rolling back the artistic nudity changes.
Artistic nudity. I love that. I suppose that's one way to reframe it.
Yeah. So as soon as they updated the policy to allow more artistic nudity, the CEO said that unquantified number of streamers created content that was in violation of our new policy. Upon its very deep reflection, we've decided that we went too far with this change. Oh, that's funny. That's funny. But yeah, it's it happens.
It happens.
It happens. You know, when there's a gap, there's a will to exploit it.
Yeah. I love it. Maybe I'm gonna have to retract my my comments.
What? You're writing code. I'm
writing code.
I can see you writing code, dude.
Well, ChatGPT is writing it for me.
So another interesting news, like just staying with the tech theme. I'm subscribing to the newsletter from the Wolfpack. I don't know if you remember they did a presentation a while back on kind of cybersecurity.
Yeah, sure.
For the team. So I stayed in touch with the guys and occasionally referred a few people that fell victim to the cybercrime. And businesses, and they basically put me on the mailing distribution list. And man, can I tell you, is like the amount of cybercrime and just general, I would consider telephonic crime as part of cybercrime, right?
Yeah.
Is rising. I'm
sure it is.
It's rising pretty hectically. So, like, just to share a story, one of my friends, his cell phone account got cloned, right?
Yeah.
And when they cloned the cell phone account, they managed to log into his
Banking.
WhatsApp.
Oh, okay.
Managed to log into all his social media stuff. They literally hijacked most of his accounts.
Well, how did they do that?
They hijacked most of his accounts and basically obviously started sending messages to people.
But how do they do that? Even if you clone your cell phone account, how do you get into someone's...
So the key is... you
reset your password, send you an OTP.
So the key thing is, like, don't ever give your OTP number to anyone.
Yeah. But I mean, if they've cloned your cell phone account, then they can get the OTP.
No. So to basically proceed with the cloning, they had to get an OTP over the phone.
Oh, yeah.
And they did get an OTP.
Yeah, I mean, that's happened to my daughter.
And?
Yeah, they racked up 20 grand's worth of... they bought airtime and data. 20 grand's worth within 10 minutes.
That is hectic. And did the cellular provider kind of reimburse you? Or
yeah, they did.
They did?
Yeah, I reported it.
So I'm wondering, how much do these companies, like, for example, say
lose.
Prime targets are banks and cell phone companies, right? How much do they lose?
I would imagine a shitload.
Well,
I'm sure that they've got insurance.
Okay, but you understand they have insurance, and you most likely will have this type of insurance on a credit card. Let me just actually check cybercrime cost. Cybercrime, South Africa estimate. I just hope that Google doesn't interpret me like... Can I read it verbatim? Right. In its assessment. African Cyber Threat Assessment Report by Interpol. the exploitation of various vulnerabilities within South Africa was further highlighted by Accenture, who identified that South Africa has the third highest number of cybercrime victims worldwide, at the cost of, guess,
I don't know.
2.2 billion rand a year.
Yes, it's a lot of money.
I was kind of thinking, like, when we're chatting about it, I was kind of thinking we're looking at $40 million.
Yeah.
But it turns out it's triple that.
Yeah, that's hectic. Yeah. That's hectic. I'm glad I'm not one of those.
So yeah, like awareness is like key. But you know what's interesting? It's like cybercrime is evolving very quickly, right?
Yeah.
It's evolving very quickly.
Yeah, no, the people are using ChatGPT to help with that.
You think so?
Well, yeah, I saw a demo where they take the code from a particular website.
Yeah.
And they give it to ChatGPT and say, please tell me what the vulnerabilities are. Ding.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Tells you what the vulnerability is. So, I mean, you can use that for both sides of the coin.
Yeah, yes. You can use it for vulnerability analysis and patching them.
But people can then use it to also to, you can see what I do with fucking ChatGPT.
No, that's awesome. Okay, dude, we closing in on an hour.
Yeah. Days of the year. I have no idea.
Do you want to check?
No. Well, maybe that's it. How these flipping...
Dude, that is awesome.
Eh?
Dude, that is awesome. It's absolutely awesome. Looks really cool, dude. Looks really cool. Are we still streaming?
Yeah, we are. Fortunately.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. Days of the year.
Last tweet for the day. Watching Andrew type.
Yeah. Public holidays, no.
No.
Public holiday. Days. Special days calendar for South Africa. Why is it battling to days? I didn't say South Africa. Did I say South Africa?
Yes, you did.
No, it
you
auto completed for me. Okay, so the national day. Today is the day of reconciliation for South Africa. It's a stupid toy day. What stupid toys do you have, Oleg?
Rubber duck.
Rubber duck.
Sure. I'm pretty sure there's a rubber duck somewhere around the house.
Rubber duck. Okay.
Well.
And it's also National Barbie and Barney Backlash Day.
What does that mean?
I don't know. National Chocolate Covered Anything Day. Does that include
that's interesting.
Victoria's Secret models?
Yeah.
And then tomorrow, if you really, really want to know, it's Pancake Enjoying Day because it's National Maple Syrup Day.
Oh, we need to celebrate.
Wrights Brothers Day tomorrow. The Festival of Winter Walks and the Blue Christmas.
Yeah.
Whatever that means.
How do you celebrate the Wrights Brothers Day?
Okay, let's see. How do we celebrate this? Okay, so one important day that changed the world was the day when man was able to fly through the air in the style of a bird. Not only was this unprecedented, but it set the stage for a whole host of other ideas and inventions that have contributed to the advancement of technology as well as the adventure into space. The airplane has certainly made the globe a smaller, more accessible place for humans. And right at the beginning of it all were the two brothers from the US state of Ohio, Orville and Wilbur Wright. Okay, so that's the history. We're not going to go into the history. How to celebrate it. Events and happenings all around the US, and South Africa. No, the US are organized to pay heed to the two brothers on the anniversary of this important day in history. Consider these ideas for celebrating the day on your own or with friends and family. learn about or observe flying. So go to the National Air and Space Museum, the National Museum of United States Air Force in Ohio, National Carolina Aviation Museum and Hall of Fame, and the Aerospace Center of Excellence in Lakeland, Florida. Take some private pilot lessons and experience aviation technology with a drone.
Oh, you can do that.
I can do that.
You can celebrate.
I can celebrate that.
Oh, that's awesome.
Lovely. Yeah, so that's it, guys.
On this happy note.
Yeah, I think I'm going to celebrate Stupid Toy Day and the Barney Backlash Day. Oh, and maybe the National Chocolate Cover Anything Day.
Yeah. On Twitch.
On Twitch. Yeah, live on Twitch after
Live on
this.
Twitch.
Yeah.
Live on Twitch.
I'll just leave the stream running.
Yeah.
Anyway, okay, so on that happy note.
Have an awesome weekend, ladies and gents.
Oh, wrong button. It's much better than this one.
Oh, this one is also not bad. But it's kind of...
More my style.
Okay.
What do you reckon?
No, for sure. For sure. This is more upbeat.
Yeah, okay, so I gather there won't be a podcast next weekend because you're on your way on holiday.
Absolutely.
Maybe I'll touch base with Lester.
Yeah, get them online. But
I'll try.
And I'll tune in from YouTube if I'm not
Yeah.
going to be driving.
Yeah.
Even if I'm driving, I think I'll tune in
Remotely.
remotely.
You're not going to video in, right?
No. I'll just hop onto YouTube and just trip you guys.
Okay, cool. When you like roast us.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, bye.